Level 1. The Park Punisher. We call this rank the Park Punisher. If Y level 1, the Park Punisher. You are here, you are the guy who turns up to the local cage with a pair of knockoff cleats and a thirst for chaos. This is the primordial soup of football. You have no positional discipline. You are everywhere and nowhere at the same time. You are the goalkeeper who sprints up for a corner in the 87th minute when your team is losing 5-1. You are the striker who tracks back to make a tackle in his own box but then forgets to run forward again. The Park Punisher plays on raw emotion. There is no tactical awareness, only vibes. You have one move, the kick and run, and you use it religiously. You also have a complete disregard for the laws of physics or the rules of the game. A handball isn't a handball if you didn't mean it. An offside is just the defender's fault for standing there. Your career highlight is that one time you nutmegged a guy who was wearing Crocs. In your mind, you are Ronaldinho. In reality, you are a hazard to yourself and everyone around you. Your post-match analysis consists of blaming the pitch, the ball, the sun, and your teammate who passed the ball too slowly. The Park Punisher lives for the glory, but the glory is usually just a spectacular own goal that you will claim was a miscommunication. This is where every player starts, but some, tragically, never leave. They are the gatekeepers of the Sunday League, the kings of the concrete jungle. But their kingdom is small. The greatest skill of a level 1 player is the ability to lose the ball and immediately throw their hands up in frustration at the person who passed it to them. It is a survival instinct based on delusion. They are the reason the ball goes out of play more than it stays in. They are the ones who argue about a throw-in for 5 minutes, even though everyone saw it come off their shin. Life at level 1 is simple, uncomplicated, and loud. There is no pressure because there are no expectations. You're just there to kick the ball as hard as you can and hope for the best. But deep down, you know there is more to this game, and that desire to improve, or at least to look less foolish, is what pulls you up to the next level, assuming you survive the occasional two-footed tackle from your own teammate. Level 2. The Touchline Terror. Moving up the ladder, we reach level number 2, the Touchline Terror. This is the player who has graduated from pure chaos, but is now a prisoner of the sideline. You know the type. They are always positioned exactly where the ball isn't. They spend 90% of the game hugging the touchline, screaming for the ball with the desperation of a dying man in a desert. "Switch it! Switch it!" they scream, even though they're marked by 3 defenders. The Touchline Terror has one trick. They can run in a straight line really fast. They are the speed merchants. If you give them space behind the defense, they might cause trouble. But if you give them the ball with their back to the goal, they freeze like a deer in headlights. They are terrified of the center of the pitch. It is a scary place where people tackle you and you have to use vision. Their footballing brain is purely binary. Run forward level 2, the Touchline Terror, cross or lose it. When they cross the ball, they never look up. They just whip it into the box and hope for the best. It is a lottery, a tribute to the gods of luck. The Touchline Terror's life is a constant state of frustration. They feel they are the team's outlet, the only player providing width, but deep down they know they are a one-trick pony. They are the players who look good in warm-ups because their sprinting technique is immaculate. But in a game, they are a tactical liability. They are the player who gets the ball, looks up, sees a simple 5-yard pass to the midfield, and decides to dribble into the corner and get tackled because they are scared of making a mistake in possession. Their existence is a paradox of speed and stagnation. You will see them on the highlight reels getting an assist once in a blue moon, but you will ignore the 15 failed crosses they put into the stands. They live for the hockey assist, the pass before the assist, because it rarely gets scrutinized. They always want the ball played into space, never to their feet, because their first touch is suspect at best. Level 2 is the purgatory of pace, where you are fast enough to get into trouble but not skilled enough to get out of it. They are the ones who buy the most expensive boots because they think it will make them better, but they still can't trap a bag of cement. They have graduated from the chaos of level 1, but they are still a prisoner of their own limitations, and they will stay here until they learn that football is played with the brain as much as the legs. Level 3, the Utility Soldier. We are leaving the wasteland and entering the land of the competent. This is the Utility Soldier. The player who has finally understood that football is a game of 11 versus 11. They are the reliable ones, the dependable sort who you can trust to not completely embarrass themselves. The utility soldier is not flashy, but they are essential. They can play 3 or 4 positions, but they are not particularly great at any of them. They are the jack of all trades, master of none. You need a right back because yours got injured. Call the utility soldier. You need a defensive midfielder to sit and break up the play. He will do a job. He is the glue, the organizer of the Sunday team, constantly pointing and shouting, "Man on," as if no one else can see the opposition. His technical ability is average. His passing is safe, always sideways or backward. His touch is okay, but he plays with the fear of making a mistake. He is the player who, when he receives the ball, takes 2 touches to control it, gives it to the best player on the team, and then points at him to say, "Well done." He is the definition of a system player. The life of the utility soldier is a life of quiet desperation. They train hard, they are always fit, they never complain, but they know they are replaceable. They are the guy the coach loves because they follow instructions to the letter. "Stay compact," the coach says, and the utility soldier becomes a statue. They don't create, they prevent. Their highlight reel would be dull, but they are the reason the team doesn't lose by 5 goals. In the world of FIFA, they would have 70 rated stats across the board. Good enough for the bench, but not good enough to be the star. They are the consummate professionals in an amateur world. The people who turn up 20 minutes early to stretch. They have a decent life, but they are always fighting for their place. Every game is a job interview. They are the safe bet. The transfer you make because you need numbers, not because you need magic. At level 3, you start to understand the game, but you don't have the tools to change it. You are a cog, a reliable cog, but a cog nonetheless. You are the player the manager trusts to see out a 1-0 lead, to waste time in the corner, to make that tactical foul. You are the unsung hero, but you are also the one who is first to be replaced when the team needs a goal. Level 3 is the plateau of the average, where hard work meets the ceiling of talent.